friends, this is Vedic Astrology by Rani, and I'm here to talk about for the month of September 2021. And what does this month have? Before I continue, I want to give you a reminder that please remember to subscribe below. Leave messages here when you are done watching this video and not in my inbox. And remember to share the videos with others so they can also enjoy if they like it. And my purpose of doing these videos is so that you can understand how to do the readings once you have learned the basics of astrology. So here we go. I have some good times that are going to happen in September, basically between September 6th through 15, and near the new moon there will be basically nice time. We will have sun that will be still in Leo till September 15, and on September 6th Venus will be in Libra, which is great for your relationships. So wherever your Venus in which sign is sitting in your chart at this time, that is where those are the kind of relationships that you can enjoy. Relationship mostly means your husband, wife, girlfriend, or also it could mean your business relationships, your relationship with your other friends, and there could be all kinds of things that can impact people wherever the Venus, their Libra sign is, and you can see your chart. Now, Exalted Mercury will be in retrograde, which is great news, and that means the communications of computers, all kinds of written stuff will be good. It really helps to have intelligent and sensible conversations wherever your Mercury, wherever your Virgo sign is. So let's say you have a Virgo sign in your fourth house. That means your communications at home with your mother will be great. So when I say in this sign this planet is behaving like that, keep in mind that that is the place where you can apply all I am saying. Okay, now we will also have Saturn into Capricorn, and you all know Saturn in Capricorn is very comfortable. So find the sign where it is in your chart and you can apply all that I will be talking about. It's a very important time for to do a lot of stuff because of the Mercury's placement at this time, especially around September 10, because Moon will be with Venus in Libra at that time. That day particularly is a very good day. Take advantage also. I will say that you should take advantage around September 16 through 15 to achieve your goals of all kinds, because its planets are quite important during this time, because after that it's going to change, which I'm going to be talking about. Mars will become combust, creating anger and frustration. It will be in Virgo in September 5 through October 22nd. Now when I say it creates anger, because it's involved with Mercury, it will have you all fired up to achieve your goals. So people whose Mars may be badly placed in their natal chart, they need to be careful. But if your Mars is placed properly, decently in your chart, and you kind of recognize this energy that this can cause anger issue, just be careful that you don't act on your anger. Rather use the Mercury's positive energy to get all fired up to achieve your goals of any kind wherever your Mars and Mercury are having impact. Remember, Mars have aspects, fourth aspects and the eighth aspect and so forth. So wherever Mars is looking in your chart, those areas you can start thinking of taking advantage. Okay. However, in general, though, I foresee some lot of tensions rising in various parts of society and in many countries, including Afghanistan. I don't see much hope there as of now. It also, however, highlights the healing of ourselves, and I think, and I'm sure that there will be many new improvements and how to deal with the virus from scientific point of view. There will be medical communities will achieve better understanding of how to handle this virus. Even though this virus is here to stay, I'm sorry, this virus is not going anywhere. But I have good news when we can have normal way of life. But if you think virus is going to go away and you don't have to do anything, then you don't have to wear mask, or rather you can live without vaccination. We are here to learn this. This virus is here to stay. We will have to get vaccinations so that we can have somewhat normal life in the near future from here onwards. So that in the medical community, I am seeing a lot of improvement. So I am, even though I see a stronger version of the virus that will be surfacing, which means expect some lockdowns in many parts of the world. And please, I have been telling you guys for a long time, when the governments are telling lockdown is here, you need to wear the mask. If we follow the rules and the guidelines from science and from our government, this problem can start to resolve. But the issue is that we are not listening to astrologers or to the government, and therefore this virus is getting complicated as per planetary indications that I'm seeing. So go ahead and achieve your goals during the time I said earlier. And the bottom line is we all will have to learn to live with this virus and deal with the virus and continue with our life with certain restrictions to deal with the virus. Now, I also foresee that the last 2 weeks of September will have bad virus and sort of all the way into October too. Let's go with a little bit of good news. Okay, those of you who are interested in stock market, specifically who want to buy Bitcoin. Now, I'm going to say something that doesn't mean that you can blindly invest in the things. Please listen to the following with a grain of salt. And I hope this is the true what I'm going to come. But please connect with your financial advisor before you invest in anything or any stock or any Bitcoin that I'm going to be talking about. Okay, so around September 15, as far as Bitcoin is concerned, Jupiter will be again into Capricorn, bringing our focus to economy. And due to certain actions that our governments will be taking due to this placement, I am quite sure, I'm not going to say 100%, but I'm very strongly leaning to think that cryptocurrency, or the Bitcoin rather, will be more of a center of attention, especially because Jupiter will be aspecting Exalted Mercury. That is one of the reasons that during September 15th through November 20, we will see a rise in the Bitcoin activity. I would say that because Mercury is involved in this one, Mercury represents intelligence. If you have some expert look at then your investments, and those investments will pay off as long as you have intelligent way of handling it. The time is important. All I'm trying to say is time is important if those who want to invest in Bitcoin. Now, remember I said that this channel does not hold any responsibility of this if you lose money or gain money in the Bitcoin, because this is astrology. It's not 2 + 2 math. So you have to consult with your financial advisor. Okay, moving on forward. On September 27th through October 18th, Mercury will be retrograde in Virgo. So I can't emphasize enough that there will be plenty of new discoveries, yeah, about healing and health of us human beings. That's a great news. Mercury has been in Virgo or Libra since late August all the way through late November, which is a good thing. And the good thing about this year also has been that Mercury has been mostly in air or earth sign, which has helped us to sail through. Medical communities have been able to focus and so that we can survive. Now, since there are more than one planet retrograde, it's time to reflect, revisit, revise, review of all that you want to do on the short term or the long term. Whatever planets I have mentioned, retrograde, all those reviews, revisit, reflect, apply. And let me remind you that please, whenever, especially Mercury, when it will be retrograde during that time period, please do not sign on any new contract to begin a project. I mean, you can do it if you don't mind dealing with the confusions and the hassles when the project is working. For example, you bought a car during the retrograde period. I'm talking about big stuff. I'm not talking about small stuff that you can buy the books or things like that. So if somebody buy the car and they signed a contract to get certain insurance, certain features, later on you find that, oh, I thought they were going to give me this, but they didn't give me that, and those kinds of stuff will be dealing with the hassles. You can end up having a lemon car at worst, or at a smaller levels, you will have all kinds of misunderstandings about payments and everything on the car. On a contract on buying a house, I will say, please do your best not to sign a contract during the Mercury retrograde, especially because the deal will cause you all kinds of headaches for a very long time. Now, a lot of people asked me, what can I do during the Mercury retrograde? Let's say that you started a deal to buy a house before the planet was retrograde. Let's say 2 weeks before. You're okay. You can complete a transaction. All those rules I just talked about will not apply. So also, as I say in a lot of my videos, when the Mercury is retrograde, please take care of your keys, computers, back up your computer data, have a special reminder so that you don't forget your keys. And I do it too all the time, and I still end up locking myself out of the house in my last Mercury retrograde. It's easy for me to say, but all I can do is tell you, if you can put a lot of efforts, hopefully you'll remember, and it will not be a problem for you guys. Okay. Now, I want you to remember now, we have a Jupiter-Ketu situation here. But if you recall, on January 8 in 2020, I have been saying in my few previous videos too that at that time when this happened in Sagittarius, it gave us a very rude awakening. Rude awakening, yes, but it was a good way for us to start realizing the goodness of our existence on this planet. I know many people, yes, many people complain, a lot of people are unhappy, but eventually at the end of the day, a lot of people, while dealing with virus, they realize the value of spirituality, value of connecting with a higher being, the value of being a good human being. All those things, we are here. The virus is here to teach us a lot of things. Those who don't want to learn, that's up to them. Then what happens is there are two ways planets try to teach us. One, through us, we understand, we try to connect with a higher being, we try to be better human beings. And if you don't do that, then there is a harder way of kicking us through life, and falling and getting up and falling and getting up and learning and through difficulties. So you take your choice. You can learn through spirituality, connecting with the God, doing meditations, following the rules, and you will sail through this time until the virus until the virus is under fully control, like I have said before, around early March of year 2022. Is not going to leave the planet, like I said before, but it is going to be with a big control, while we still have to follow a lot of good rules of how to live with this virus. So what is this virus trying to teach us? It's telling us, hey, you don't appreciate this planet, you have to live to this planet, and now I want you, and those energies are saying, we want you to learn to be, take care of things, be disciplined, appreciate life, appreciate each other's existence, because nobody can live life alone. Hillary Clinton had said a very famous line one time, that it takes a village to raise a child. You cannot do it alone. I will go further. I will say it takes a village to survive through life, to do everything we can. So then we have to learn to be good to each other. We cannot just say that, hey, I don't care what happens. There can be a fire in the neighbor's house and I'll be fine. No, if that neighbor is getting fire and then you think you're safe, you're kidding yourself. You need to learn to appreciate people around you. Okay. So this is awakening is actually, it may be rude, but it's helping us to connect with the higher being. Eventually then, if we understand and realize this one, it will take us to bigger cause of our existence on this planet, because eventually it will be bringing peace to our souls. We need to be, look, people think they can be happy with money and the material things. It seems that way, but ultimately those who have the money, they will tell you that, they feel emptiness until we connect with a higher being, until we do our yogas, until we appreciate each other and do the right thing in life. We will not be happy. We will not be at peace. So this is the purpose of this virus coming on this earth, to bring us closer to each other and to the higher being. So that when our peace is happy, we are dealing with the divine souls of each other. I'm not saying, I'm not against money, I'm not against material things. We need those things to survive. But more than that, we need to be great human beings. We need to be closer to our Creator, not through just going to temples or churches or of anything, but by doing the act of kindness to each other. If those who think that by doing violence in the name of religion, they're doing the right thing, I don't think any religion, no religion says that you can go kill human beings and then the higher being will be happy or you will be happy. Those people who believe in violence to achieve their personal agenda, they will realize sooner or later they have got nothing. So please try to go on the better path. That doesn't mean you cannot be, if you're in military, you're killing others. That is something slightly different. But to get up and say, I'm right and you're wrong, therefore I'm going to think you should be killed, that is where the problem is. So moving forward, what I was saying was that ever since the coronavirus came out, the planets has been indicating, I have been saying this in so many of my videos, it's time to wake up and fix our act. And it's time for our political leaders, people in authority, they need to straighten up their act, or else, like it has been, it will continue to come all kinds of secrets out in the open, and all kinds of truths will come out, scandals will come out. They will not be able to hide their secrets. So and if they just are living with their selfish agendas, there'll be a shock, rude awakening too, sooner or later. This is the continuation of, ever since Corona came, it's a cleansing time. Cleansing of this planet Earth is happening. So I'm not talking about just this month. I'm talking about in September, we are passing through those energies. They need to continue. And those who are listening, I will say you are lucky if you are able to understand and connect with what I'm saying and try your best to live with that reality. Okay, so it's going to otherwise continue to force us to suffer, until we start looking within ourselves to appreciate life. So, because we had restrictions at the time, we were appreciating when the freedom came. Now I'm noticing people are still again becoming careless without masks. Yes, they are vaccinated, but the problem is, how do we know which one is not vaccinated among us when we are together with other people? So we have to be very careful. So with that, I am going to say that you all please follow these restrictions and do your prayers, do your yogas, connect with a higher being, and do the right thing too. Support me too, because I never do the chart readings due to lack of time to make money. My money is your happiness. If you like my videos, share my videos, and that will make me happy and give me encouragement to continue coming back and record these videos for you guys. But please, guys, please do not send me the private messages, since I don't get a chance to read them. Other than that, I'll see you next month. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, and stay healthy and happy. Thank you.